We'll start off tonight with some continuing coverage. A nearly 3-year legal dispute between the city of Alexandria and Alexandria Police Lieutenant Kitty Rachal is over tonight after a settlement was reached on both sides. Upon reinstatement, Rachal's attorney said that it was assumed that he would be receiving 2 years worth of a back pay totaling over $100,000. That's coming directly from the taxpayers. However, 6 months after being reinstated, Rachal had not received any of his back pay that he was owed. Tonight, a hearing was called to discuss the reasoning for the holdup, but after a brief meeting between the attorneys for both sides, it was announced that a settlement had been reached that was beneficial for both. Now, while we do not know the details of the settlement due to it being private, we were told that this dissolves all pending and possible future litigation between Rachal and the city.